Leadership was something that I was really interested in and really scared of because it represents a big shift. And the more I thought about leadership, the more I realized that this was the perfect opportunity because I wouldn't be making that leap alone. I would be stepping into these new things, but with the support not just of my coaches and of the network at large, but of my other residents.
Right now I'm in grad school also for educational leadership. Like I get like the cookie cutter answers and things like that, and cookie cutter like different methods in grad school, but it's so much different what I get from Leader U.
Leader U is a leadership training program, and so what that means is that there are 2 tracks to help folks to be equipped with all of the things that we know make a great leader, but also help them to develop their voice so that they are doing it in a way that's authentic to them and their context.
Our Leader U fellows are in a 1-year leadership residency. They are placed at a school, and during their time there, they do 4 different initiatives. Their first initiative is a proactive initiative around culture. The second is a talent development initiative. Their third initiative is another talent development initiative, specifically leading a team. And the fourth initiative for the Leader U Fellowship is around family engagement. Our Leader U Residency program is a 2-year program that focuses the first year largely on becoming an exceptional instructional leader, really ensuring that they are getting multiple at-bats with instructional coaching. They then move into the Leader U Fellowship where they do the 4 more intensive school-based initiatives.
Through that, just really honing my coaching skills and my leadership skills with one person helped me really develop myself in a way that I couldn't if I was just thrown into a leadership role.
Having done the 2-year track of being a resident and not stepping immediately out of the classroom was something that really attracted to me, and I'm not sure if that exists in other programs. I had the context to understand what was going on in the school while also taking some pieces on as a school leader, which I think really promoted my growth.
Leader U really helped me become an effective leader by helping me to identify during my training where my growth areas were and where my strengths were. And so by having these coaching meetings with Lisa and going through the program, I was able then to focus in on my growth areas. That was the biggest benefit, was just it being tailored to you.
My agendas with my coach was always targeted to specific areas that I needed to focus on, which I found really beneficial because it meant that the work that I was doing was directly impacting the scholars that I was working with on a day-to-day basis, as well as the team I was working with on a day-to-day basis.
No one leader is the same. So coming in, having leadership experience as a principal in a traditional public school, I felt that I knew systems, I knew budget, I knew that leadership side of it. What DP allowed me to do in the Leader U program was figure out how that works in New York in a charter school system, and push my thinking around those items.
I don't think that there is one way to be a school leader at Democracy Prep or any school, and I think the program does a wonderful job of, 1, ingraining this idea that context matters, but also giving you the mindsets to then run with as a leader. And so it's not prescribing how you should be a school leader.
It's very much individualized to the person, and you get to come up with your initiatives that you're passionate about. And so I took on like field trips for the school to make them more aligned to our curriculum, to make them safer for kids. And it was a great systems learning moment that I think I wouldn't have necessarily gotten had I not done the program.
One of the strengths of Democracy Prep, and specifically Leader U, is developing a community and developing a community of leaders. The work is deeply personal, and so having someone run alongside you while you are doing that to help you, I think is essential.
You are part of a cohort, so that's that group that you are sticking with nonstop when you need to vent, when you need to celebrate, when you need to ask questions, and you need to offer feedback and support. It's hard not to grow when you've got good people around you.
There were 5 of us in my Leader U cohort, and we were extremely close. We used one another as thought partners whenever we, were having difficulties or we just needed advice.
We're a network, and there are people out there that you can reach out to. I constantly reach out to my coaches from New York. So, you're not alone.
I think when you see people who you know are great and are going to be great, leading great schools, leading teachers, growing teachers, creating cultures in which teachers and families and kids are excited to come every day, I think that's the most exciting piece.
There's just so many opportunities through Leader U that I don't think there's any other program that could even closely compare to
just the experiences you get.
There is no greater joy than getting a text message or a G-chat or an email saying, Ajika, I tried this today and it worked. Seeing aha moments in the adults and the leaders is just as powerful as our scholars because I get to see that trickle down to kids.